Hey everybody, welcome to Oracle Rising. It's Robin here. How's it going? So guys, I wanted to talk about something that is just so simple to incorporate into your life, and it's free and it's easy, and it's meditation. So I have a little bit of a list here on the benefits of meditation and some different kinds of meditation for you. So if you haven't started meditating already, I just really can't advocate for it enough. I started meditating a few years ago when I noticed that I was maybe a little bit cranky. So I was researching ways of calming myself. So I incorporated this into what I now call my Zen routine. So I get up every morning, you guys. I walk my dog. I do meditation. I do yoga. I do qigong, and I have a bath. So this starts me off on a pretty good keel. So I wanted to share benefits of meditation with you guys, and feel free to put your comments down below of things that I might have skipped, or any observations about what meditation has done for your life. So the first thing that I have here, you guys, is that meditation can really help to connect you to your guides and your higher self. You know, if you have a question to ask, you can just go ahead and sit or stand or whatever and talk to your guides. You can ask a question before your meditation, and then the answer will generally come to you through your higher self, or your angels, or whoever it is that you talk to prior to meditating. And I'll give you guys a quick example here. I lost a set of keys a couple years ago, and I was going crazy, like running around and trying to find them in my house, and I was having a panic attack because I had my car fob on it, and of course, I just basically lost my mind, and like I was calling my mom, have you seen my keys? Did you accidentally take my keys when you were here? And I just finally thought, okay, I'm just going to sit down and meditate and ask my guides. So within a minute or two of calming myself down and sitting down, I had a visual of putting on a sweater and putting my keys in the pocket, and sure enough, they were there. So, I mean, it's just a brilliant way to really communicate and ask for direction, whether you need help immediately or in the long run. So that was my number one on the list. So the second one is that it can still the mind. So you're never going to stop thinking, you guys, and even when you meditate. So it can really train your brain to watch a thought enter and not engage with it, and then it can pass by you. So if you can master that in a state of meditation, then you can also do that when you're not meditating, like when you're at work and when you're dealing with people. So it can help you to observe a thought, observe someone else's thought or comment, and go, okay, and then just let it go. And it's just such a calming experience overall. So this is one of the bigged benefits that I find with meditation, because I have racing thoughts. I'm an Aries. I can get really, really caught up in worst case scenario thinking. So I'll stop and pause and have a meditation to bring myself back to, normal, whatever normal is for me. So the third one I have here is that it promotes a Zen mentality, right? So, and being able to accept things, and these go hand in hand, the stilling of the mind, the connection to the higher self, and the Zen mentality is just looking at things in a completely different way. You notice a lot of people that are very calm. You can ask them what they're doing to instill that calmness about them, and they'll probably tell you that they are a meditator, right? So it's such a huge benefit. So the fourth one I have here is that will also improve your attention span. So there is a lot of medically and scientifically proven facts, research to point to why this happens. I didn't do a whole lot of research into it. But if your mind is still, you can pay attention longer. That's all there is to it. So, and the fifth one, and also very, very, very important, is that it allows for better sleep patterns. So, if your mind is calm and you can do a quick meditation before you go to sleep, especially if you're one of those notorious people that you're fine, you're not thinking about anything, you're not stressed out, but then as soon as your head hits the pillow, it's game over and you're up thinking about the next 45 years of your life, or how everything sucks, or just really, just with the racing thoughts, the hamster wheel thinking, the monkey mind. So meditation, especially if you do it before bedtime, will probably allow you to get a better night's sleep. And the longer you meditate, not per se in chunks of time during your day, but the longer you practice in years, the more the benefits will appear into your life. So I just love meditating. I've probably only been doing it for about 4 or 5 years now. Huge difference in my life, honestly. So I wanted to talk a little bit also about different types of meditation, because there's a few different types here, and I'll let you know which ones are my favorite. So there's something called transcendental meditation. A lot of people call it TM for short, because transcendental is a mouthful. And this is where you're really connecting with your spirit guides, your higher self, your angels, source, God. And it's an intentional just opening up of your mind to be able to connect to higher powers. So I like that one. I do that one quite a bit, probably about 80% of the time. And then I do guided meditations every now and again, but generally when I would want to resolve something. And what I've done, you guys, is I've taken 2 of my favorite guided meditations and I put links down in the description box for you. One is an Arcturian healing meditation by Steve Noble, and it is absolutely amazing. And this is going to be really good, particularly for people that are starseeds, light workers, light warriors, empaths. So I really wanted you guys to check that out if you feel like you're in need of some sort of healing. That one's about 45 minutes long. It's absolutely amazing. I cried after that one was done, and I just felt so much lighter. And the second one is by Kenneth Suarez, and it's an inner child healing, and that one is under 30 minutes, and it's just exactly what the title says it is. It's an inner child healing. And that one, I also cried. Maybe I'm a bit of a crier, but that's okay. So guided meditations, really some tips on that, you guys. You have to listen to somebody whose voice is not going to annoy you. There's so many guided meditations out there, but if it's a voice that I cannot listen to, I'm not going to be comfortable in the meditation. So I started off with Jason Stevenson. He was like my initiation into guided meditation. And then I found Kenneth Suarez, and he's kind of, my second on my list. And Steve Noble, I recently found him, and his meditations are absolutely stunning, especially if you're on an ascension path. He'll just blow the lid off of anything that you're probably able to understand right now and take you up a few levels on your ascension path, your connection to spirit. He's just phenomenal. And I'm not affiliated with him at all. I'm giving these people rave reviews because they do an amazing job, and their meditations are free. So there's mantra and chanting, you guys, and those can kind of go along with the transcendental meditation. Mantra meditation is probably best for people that have a very, very difficult time stilling their mind. And this is what I saw a Buddhist monk talk about, not in person, mind you, talk about the monkey mind. So if you cannot possibly calm your mind and you think, meditation is not for me, I suck at meditation, I'm not going to do it anymore, you might want to try something with a mantra, so that it'll keep that narrative busy, and it's called the monkey mind for a reason. And you can look that up. There's a monkey mind video by a Buddhist monk, and it might be very enlightening to you and amusing. But you have to keep that cycle behind you until you get to the point where you can recognize a thought and not pay attention to it anymore. And that is one of the key goals of manifestation, Freudian slip, meditation, is to, you don't have to touch every thought that enters your head. You know what I mean? So, and chanting is really cool too. That's something I've never really gotten into, but you know, a lot of people are, and it's just a different way of doing it, and that can be really good for group meditation. So there's also walking meditation too, you guys. That's not really anything I get into, but if you're interested in that, meditation doesn't mean that you have to park yourself somewhere. It's really putting your mind in a place where you're able to connect to a different part of your reality, like your ascended self. But I'm not really a practitioner in that. I'm not an expert on it by any sense of the imagination. So if you're really interested in discovering that, like, I would just go ahead and do a Google search. But it is possible, and some people use yoga for meditation too, because it's putting you into a different frame of mind. And then there's sleep meditations, which is really helpful for people that have a difficult time getting to sleep. There's guided meditations. There's like sleep talk downs. Jason Stevenson is very, very famous for doing sleep talk downs, and you know, they're really guided towards people that can't sleep. Or alternatively, I listen to a lot of meditations that are goal oriented for when I'm sleeping, or I'll listen to binaural beats or, you know, something like that, because it's also the perfect time when you're sleeping to train your brain, because the monkey mind is no longer there and your subconscious mind is front and center. And it is your subconscious mind that runs your life, whether you're aware of it or not, because your subconscious mind, it works out of practice and what you've been brought up on. If you've noticed that you've ever tried to stop a bad habit and then you've had it for years, then that's your subconscious mind coming in and say, hey, we're going to do that anyway. Even though, you know, conscious you really doesn't want to stop doing that, your subconscious mind is in the driver's seat most of the time. But you can sort of combat that and retrain it while you're sleeping. So some really interesting things about meditation, you guys. You know, and you can stand, you can sit, again, you can walk, you can lie down. It's easy, it's free. You can do it for as long or as little as you want to. I have a like, if I'm doing just a regular meditation, I do 10 to 15 minutes. But if I'm doing one of these guided meditations, then I'll certainly make the time for it. And if you live in sort of a loud area, you guys, you know, there's white noise options that you can listen to in the background. You can get headphones and sort of block things out, or just wait for a quiet time in your neighborhood or something like that, so that you don't get frustrated and then give up on meditating, because it's such a huge benefit. And again, it's easy and it's free. So guys, I really hope that this was informational for you guys. I'm really looking forward to your feedback and what your favorite meditations are. So throw me a comment down below, and I'm going to peace out for now, and sending love, light, many blessings. Okay guys, bye for now. Bye.